Hello everyone, this is Nameless One, and tonight we will be continuing the Heart of Darkness campaign. I have here with me tonight, actually the full party. Cameo, Ice, Lone, Niz, Yoshi, and Wind. And we've got Yoshi going to do the recap for us, but before we do that, I would like to remind everybody, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, all that good stuff. Check out the links in the description, and I will have more on how to support the channel at the end, if you are willing to support the channel. Other than that, Yoshi, take it away.
Ice in the chat. Alright, okay. I see. Right, so we have made, two of us have made a terrible mistake. Um, last session, we were in the tavern, and we decided we were going to try and figure out some things about the queen in this dread realm and some other things about the dread realm itself. When we were informed that the queen was summoning everyone in the city for a meeting of sorts, we went there so as not to be suspicious and found that it was a public execution. So we witnessed the execution of 5, they said, Celestia loyalists, I believe was the term you used for them, Nameless.
I believe so, yeah. Pretty sure that's what I
Yes.
said.
They were executed for high treason against the crown. So we watched that. It was very unfortunate and sad. And then we went back to the tavern, and we were sitting around the table when some guy, we won't name any names, Wind, was talking about how upset he was about the killings and how I can't remember it all, but you were very upset. And at the table, I was I took the book that Coral got out of the library, which had the picture of Nightmare Moon, who looked suspiciously like the Queen that we saw at the execution, and we put it together that it was in fact Nightmare Moon who was the Queen of the Dread Realm. So at that point, most of the other party left because they had a brain, but I remained behind with Win, and we began discussing what we were going to do. And yeah, that's about where we are right now. We've all returned to our room/rooms since, yep, and yeah.
Except Coral. Coral's not supposed to be in their room.
I
Yeah, this is true.
I promise you, we all do. Me and Yoshi have brains. I promise.
It
I
sure as
occasionally have a
hell
brain.
wasn't working when y'all were doing that.
It was on a vacation.
was
It
in
probably still is.
My excuse is it was in character.
Coral didn't really leave until the end, but Coral was so enraptured by the book that that they kind of had like an excuse for it, especially when the ending. Coral did leave, not even going to their room. They left outside the inn.
But yes. Anyway, we return now to our story with myself unintentionally and Wind intentionally,
Taking on the
and
bed.
now having committed some form of high treason in front of some of the guards of this city. So yeah, just to make things even worse. And yeah, we're about to see what the consequences of our actions are about to be. So, take it away, Nameless.
Hold on, I'm trying to find a good... No. I haven't had to do something for this for kind of stuff for a while, so I'm having issues finding a song that fits this.
Something like this happened before?
Yes. Not quite to this
Yeah.
level, but yes.
Yep, I believe it.
I wouldn't be surprised if Wind caused it last time too.
What?
I think this was in the last campaign, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I
last
don't remember it
session.
happening. Because I don't remember it happening in this campaign before now.
Oh. Yeah, I wasn't in the last campaign.
I don't know, that's not bad. Ooh, okay.
Right before we continue on, Nameless, you kind of left me, or the rest of us on the splash screen.
Yeah, that's on purpose.
Okay.
I haven't moved it yet.
Okay. Got it.
No, I don't like this music.
Yeah.
I don't
I
like
believe
the
that's
tone.
the point. I think that's the point.
I know.
Could be worse. It could have been my last character's boss name.
I'm gonna give Cameo a sec to move her piece, and then I will adjust as necessary.
My piece is in a box. What you do to me? It's
Yes.
supposed to be in a tree.
Am I supposed to be in this other room, Nameless? Did you put me here for a reason?
Because I made you both large, because that's what your actual size is.
Ah, I see.
Is there a reason we're all in the inn and not out at the table right now?
Because it's
Nope.
nighttime.
Yes.
Yeah, we went to bed after all of that.
Yes, indeed.
I am in
Okay.
the tree.
And Coral is in a tree.
And Coral is
Yeah.
Lorax, and Coral speaks for the trees.
I do not speak for them. They speak for themselves. I just hang around with them because we chill like that.
Okay. So, right now everything is quiet. I'm gonna have. Lone, is your character a light sleeper?
Sorry, what was that?
Your character a light sleeper?
Yes, actually.
Nez and Ice, same question.
I would imagine so.
Fairly normal sleeper for Phoenix.
Okay, so Lone and Nez, roll me a quick perception.
Yay.
For all that is holy.
I am mercifully good at these. But not today.
I rolled a 3. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be one of those days. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Mel, you were just exhausted from all of what happened the day before.
Yeah.
For Ray Ray, as you kind of come out of your stupor from the colloquially dubbed poo brain, and you realize that it's not just quiet; it's like weirdly quiet.
That's
I will give you one chance to do a thing. What do you do?
Un momento.
I'm gonna say no for you, Biafi, because I've been engrossed in a book before. You would not notice.
Would I
I mean,
notice? Because
I'm not reading, I'm writing, but that's fair. I'm fair for that.
As someone who has been writing shit, you can be still engrossed as fuck in it and not notice.
No, this is correct.
Yeah.
I do know this.
And Nameless, wouldn't I be like awake because I don't technically have to sleep?
I'm gonna say no.
Honestly, it's even worse, harder paying attention when you have a physical notebook than with a computer.
Everybody else, shut up. I'm talking to Lone right now. Lone is the only one awake.
I'd like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. What does that require? What does that spell require?
Just concentration up to 10 minutes.
No, like component wise. Like what all does it say?
There is no component. It's visual in S. It's
No.
spoken in.
V is verbal, so you can't cast it.
Verbal and somatic.
That's what
Oh, I
I
see. Well,
yeah.
would be a problem, huh?
And with
Yeah.
that, I'm going to reveal what you guys. Everybody except for Alone and Biafi are still asleep, but
Wait. Oh wait. Yeah, you said. Never mind. I'm dumb.
yeah, You're still passed out.
I got it backwards.
Biafi. Is there a door here, or is it just a box?
There's a door at the bottom here.
Probably helps if
Right
I'm
there
on.
on my ping. Yeah, you might want to be on the map.
Is it a door that you can open? Is the question.
Is there a door? Or is there? We're
No.
on a map.
Did I not bring you guys over?
Not me.
How did you? How
I think
did
you brought
get
up some
left
of us,
out?
but not all of us.
Oh, I think I see what's the issue. You may not have vision. Yeah, your token is not representing you.
That is a problem.
I can see now. The worm is here.
So
I mean, can't bust through the window, right?
Not with that attitude.
these three
What?
come barging into the room. Silently, I will add, because, silence is a lovely spell. And Biafi, you have been attacked by these two.
I see.
And then, of course, Coral, you're getting dragged out of a bush. Coral, you can still hear things, by the way. You cannot
Is
hear...
it morning?
You cannot hear anything going on up at the top of the tavern, but you can hear these two. They are telling you that you're under arrest for suspected treason.
Trees? I'm not a trees child. I was just hanging with them so to get inspiration for
Wait a
the
minute.
gift.
How could?
And
Wait a minute. How big is this silence area?
It's
Big
covering the 3 rooms here.
Yeah,
Is it
Yeah.
Lone Awake though?
but how are they speaking to us?
They're not speaking
no,
to
they're
you.
speaking to
They're speaking
me.
to us. They're
I
speaking
was
to
very
Coral.
confused. I was like, oh.
Yeah, you have a party member that's down at the bottom of the map, essentially.
Like very far away from us.
Chilling in a tree.
What is y'all's reaction? What do you do?
I'm still sleeping.
Well, you're also being dragged out of the beds at the moment.
Oh, I'm a fight. Actually,
Well, huh.
Yeah.
darn it, if I fight, that could make it worse.
Wait, I've got a question. Like, I rolled a nat 1. Am I sleeping through all of this?
You just have the equivalent of somebody coming and flipping your mattress with you on it. No, you are not still asleep.
Okay, I can't sleep through that one. Got it.
You're not that tired.
So the question is, does everybody come peacefully, or are we going to have a fight here?
Coral is coming peacefully, but is so sleepy that they're kind of like faltering and stuff like that. As you can see, Coral also said a little final thing. But they're coming peacefully.
I basically like jump a little bit, try to ask what's going on, and realize I can't say anything, and then I just kind of look around at everyone else in the room to see if they're cooperating.
I will note that you do see the ones at the windows, one of which appears to be a spellcaster of some sort.
Phoenix has
What?
pretty much the same exact reaction that
The
you
one
did.
next to me, right?
I want to actually fight them, but
Your call.
I'm going peacefully.
Okay.
Yeah, so these guys all break into the room. I also try and like talk them down, just whoa, 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 and realize I can't say anything, so I just kind of gesturing, just like calm down, basically, and then as they inform me via gestures that I have to go with them, I go with them. I grab my book and my quill and show it to them, show there's nothing other than go with them.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of books, I have the book of the stained glass windows with one page in specifically that is noted. Not like actually noted. It has a leaf as a bookmark, which is the one with the nightmare moon over the world. And then the leaf has some scribbles on it.
Okay, give me just a sec.
What do you think the odds of lying and saying that we were just plotting making a game for Nightmare Moon? like you know, Nightmare
Absolute
Moon is taking
zero.
out
I can't
some
hear you.
rebels.
What you
Who's
playing?
speaking? Me or you, Win?
I'm not speaking. I'm saying this out of character. But what do you
No,
think?
I'm
the
saying
odds are?
who's convincing them? Me or you?
Very low.
You.
No. Who says I'm convincing them of this? I'm not that dumb.
Yeah. Also, again, I'll repeat myself. The chances of that working are absolute zero because we're in a spell of silence right now, so none of us can talk.
Even outside, I think it's a pretty bad idea. That's a pretty hard sell.
Wind, I don't think you understand. I might have great intelligence. I have horrible wisdom.
See, yeah, I don't think you understand. I have incredible charisma. If it was a good idea, I might be able to convince him. But it's not a good idea.
I have smarts and the charisma.
I'm going to move people down here real quick.
Yay!
Bye bye.
Did they? Ooh, what the heck? Ooh, this one looks cool. This one looks so cool.
Your Honor, League of Legends.
Death.
Death.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You didn't expect me not to finish the quote, did you?
Of course.
So, as the group is brought out in front, this one, the one with the Plague Doctor mask, informs you that you've all been caught with either suspected treason or aiding and abetting. And asks what you have to say for yourselves.
I open the book to the page with the leaf, and the leaf falls out. Oh no, I was trying to do this, but different, and like, hold on. I pick up the leaf and show them the leaf with my writing on it, as if that thing is eligible at all. See, I have plans. I use brown, and then I would use blue for her, but I don't know how to get the two blues. I just kind of fall on my ass, and I'm just and then hold on. Hold on, I have a plan. I turn the leaf around, and here, you see, there was supposed to be the white, the dead. The other dead one, the one that she killed, that she conquer. I just fall down on my back. I went to sleep very late, if you couldn't tell.
Well, I'm gonna step forward and ask them, what proof do you have of
Oh my god!
Hold on.
You weren't even there.
Hold on.
Too late. He's already in it.
Hold on. I know
He's already
they
speaking.
have.
He's already speaking.
Hold on. I know they have proof, but just look. Let me see how this goes. Okay. What do they
this
say?
This guy
Nameless?
stands forward and says, "I was there and I heard you."
Right. So you heard me, right?
Nameless, can I make a quick roll to see if I remember the guy? Because I might have noticed him there, seeing as how he was there. He was at the counter.
I don't even.
Next time,
That's
let's
not even a
recognize him.
roll. You just know he was standing at the bar He's kind of
Okay.
memorable. And then
I mean, yeah.
this one right here speaks up and in a muttery voice goes, I seize it, I seize it.
Ew. So you heard me talking, right? Who was I talking to?
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Well, okay, think of it like this. He was right there at the bar, so I'm pretty sure he already knew who I was talking to, so.
He indicates... There's Nez. I don't know why I was looking for Blue. But he indicates Nez and Ice's characters.
I would like to try to deceive him.
Oh dear. What? Oh no. This is bad. This is very bad.
I would like to try to deceive him.
Okay, go ahead.
I
Please don't.
verbally say that, like, as the second Wind started talking, I physically took a step to be further away from him.
Okay, so deception, right?
What are you gonna say first?
Yeah, what are you gonna
I'm going to say that those were just some random ponies that are at the table.
That one, baby. Let's go.
Alright, so
Yay!
deception.
Hold on. You were sleeping in the same room as the majority of them.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Forgot about
I mean,
that. Well,
yeah.
never mind. I completely forgot about that.
Just some random ponies, my ass.
Hey, it was a good start for a plan. You know?
Yeah, but you
There
need
goes
to
all my
come
plan.
up
You
with
know
a
what?
follow through.
Ray is gonna come forward.
Yeah, please.
Let the
Yeah,
bard
do it.
speak.
Let the bard
Yeah, like
do the
anyone
talking.
but Wind.
Go ahead.
I'm going to be frank. I have no idea what's really going on here. I understand that I got dragged down along with a lot of these people because I happen to be sleeping in the same room. A little bit of a spoiler, I am very poor, so you take handouts when you can get. So could you explain to me exactly what the situation going on here is?
So the big slimy looking one points at the rest of the group and says they were discussing overthrowing Nightmare Moon, the queen of this realm,
I see.
and publicly and loudly. Not
Turns
to
to
mention, and he points to the one-eyed thing. Not to mention that we have other proof.
Oh. I'm intrigued.
The
Can I
creature
just,
the creature nods and says, "I hears it.
You hears it?
I hears it."
How well do you hears it?
So roll a deception check for me.
Come on, baby.
Alright, well. Yeah.
that's still a decent roll.
But it's only a 6.
So
Sorry,
are you
I didn't
silvery bars?
I am
your
not
party
casting
member?
that. I am not
Okay.
casting that. That was a misclick.
I
That
like
was
to
a
murder them.
misclick. That was a misclick.
You say what?
Yes. Throw him
So-
under the bus. Get that guy out of here.
Lone. Give me a secret you don't want the party knowing about.
Hold up, where's your DMs?
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
There they are.
Oh wow, this one looks really menacing.
Waiting for Lone to finish typing. The creature looks at you with its eye, and You get this strange sense that you feel like stripped bare in front of him, and he says, "Who murdered them?"
Murdered who? I'm sorry.
It blinks and says, "Your peoples."
I think he's a little mistaken here. I didn't do anything of the sort.
I hears it.
And have anyone else heard it?
It shakes its head and says, "Only I hears it."
But how can you be trusted then?
The masked one this time speaks up and says, "Because of what he is.
And what is he?
He's a creature known as... Bear with me, because I doubt you've heard of him. A Nothic. They're collectors of secrets.
I see.
This one happens to be in the Queen's employ."
Then riddle me this. For someone who can so easily grab secrets from anyone, wouldn't that make them the perfect assassin for any type of political adversary? Or for their own personal gain, of course. They can blackmail anyone.
The Nothic shakes its head and says, "They pays in secrets." So,
And if they don't?
well, real quick for me, Phoenix, your home is kind of... I don't know the word I'm looking for, but go ahead and roll a disadvantaged Arcana check for me. And I need to roll again.
She starts with advantage.
Oh, does she? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Also, why is it dark all of a sudden?
why
I turned
is
off
it...
my eyeballs.
Don't turn out the lights.
You have vision. Oh, why does it say it's not representing you anymore? That was
okay.
weird. Can everybody else still see, or just before I continue?
Yeah, we see him.
Yeah, I can
I
see.
can see the party.
Okay. So, a Nothic is a very specific type of creature. They are a failed spellcaster. They went poking places they didn't belong, and they got turned into that for their trouble. They are obsessed with secrets of any and all kinds. It doesn't matter how valuable it may or may not be, but if it's something somebody wouldn't want them to know, they're gonna want it. So it's very easy to keep one placated if you have secrets that you share with it. It doesn't matter whose secrets or if it's really that important, but if you keep it placated long enough, you will learn something from it. But you have to be able to pay out. The other thing is, if you are around one, it will constantly be muttering whatever it's learned. So there's a high possibility that if you stick around it enough, you'll learn something, but there won't be any attachment to that something. Also, if it looks at you in a certain way, your flesh melts off.
On that note,
You can share that information with Golden Ray if you want. Because he's the one that would be most pertinent for at the moment. Otherwise,
Yes, I will.
Okay. The masked one over here, that's Melrose.
The Kira.
Yeah.
The worm.
I love the caterpillar. Anyways, are you going to share their information?
Yes.
How much do you share? And how do you share? So just tell him.
Yes. Yeah, they are. That creature is sort of. Was once a spellcaster, so. They're very curious and they love knowledge. So, if you share knowledge with it over a long period of time, you can sort of befriend it. So, it'll probably be quite loyal.
Let's see.
The masked figure, this one right here, who seems to be in charge of this group, makes a noise and says, "I am impressed. Not many actually know of this thing's existence."
I'm a scholar.
He actually comes around to approach you specifically and points to your robes. "And would you care to explain these?"
What would you like to know?
"They look suspiciously like the robes of a follower of Celestia."
Well, who's Celestia?
He seems somewhat taken aback and then looks over at the Nothic. Roll deception real quick.
Oh boy, where's it? D. Early in the alphabet, yes. Holy moly.
Dang.
I kind of want to fail that one, actually.
I will allow you to choose to fail it.
What do you mean?
Why would you wanna?
So,
I want to see where this goes.
do you know who Celestia is? And if so, would you consider yourself a follower of?
Is this out of character?
This is what your character thinks. Yeah, you're being
I don't think she does know who Celestia is.
okay. That's right.
That was
Isn't your
after her
character? Isn't your character from
I'm a
Gregar's time?
First.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. The Nothic looks at the masked leader character and says, "Knows not." Obviously, he still seems suspicious of you, but asks his next question, and he looks at you and says, "This next question carefully. I would consider your answer carefully before answering. But do you have any issues with our Queen, Nightmare Moon?"
I don't necessarily approve of her executions, but other than that, she runs a pretty good kingdom. The library is quite extensive and knowledgeable.
He nods and says, "The executions were never meant for your approval. You may re-enter the inn."
Okay, thank you. Please, have mercy on as many of my friends as possible.
Damn it, I'm
I
dead.
cannot make promises.
Okay.
2 are already slated for the chopping block.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and move your character into the inn. You can stand at the window to be like, "I'm watching."
No!
Good luck,
It
friends.
should have been me, not him. Me.
It's not fair.
I love how the angle at which I'm standing, I can just see like their little like hooves like sticking out the window of their tail.
I'm getting
Pressing
stared at
through the
by
window, yeah.
Phoenix.
So
Ignorance really is bliss.
he comes to stand next to Mel and asks, "What is your association with this group?"
I kind of shrug. I met him on the road not too long ago.
He turns to the Nothic. Roll deception or choose to fail.
Well, I don't think I lied, so I'm
So
not-
the
I'm not
deception is
necessarily
not
kinda
actually a deception check as you think of it traditionally.
Yeah,
This is
I know.
its ability at work. So you can
This is
either
the
roll
Gothic
deception or choose to fail.
I give in. I don't have any reason. I don't know.
So the Nothic turns its eye on you and says, "Know him, know them. He does not." I like how this thing is turned into a combination of Gollum and Yoda.
No, he is not.
No, then he does not.
So he,
Reveal they are.
the masked figure, kind of rubs the underside of its mask before asking, "Do you have any hand in this plot?"
No, I'm not. I wouldn't say so.
And this would be another deception check to see if the Nothic, but you can again also willingly fail. As I remember, you did not actually say anything that would have incriminated you.
Yeah, I was just like in the corner, like oh gosh, they're saying this in public. I'm just like kind of stunned. So yeah, I feel like I would be self-conscious, and that like it might gleam something for me. So I think I will make this deception.
Okay.
I don't know if there's consequences for attempting, but I'm going to. Yeah.
Well,
So the Nothic looks at you again and says, "Confused he was." And then the masked one looks at you again for a few more seconds before saying, "You may also return to the inn."
Okay.
The brash one now. So, Ray, you have the best alibi right now.
Yeah.
Don't fuck this up.
Wait, sorry. Are you telling me not to fuck it up?
lol.
It's okay.
It's a prerequisite thing because I have had so many players that had things handed to them on a platter and then they said the dumbest shit. So
Oh, not that
Yes,
dumb.
yes indeed.
I trust you not to be. I just say it as a prerequisite. Now, he looks at you and asks, "What is your association with this group?"
Like I said before, I'm a little bit poorer than them, and I do like the handouts. I'm just traveling with them until I find some way home.
Okay. Are you going to roll the deception check, or are you going to allow the Nothic in?
Allow the Nothic in.
Okay. And that essentially reflects how your character actually feels?
Yes.
Okay. The Nothic stares at you for a moment and then says, "Truths." Then he looks at you and asks, "You look much like her. Do you have any ties to Celestia?"
Motherfucker.
Got him.
Remember, you kind of tower over all but
Yeah, I
these two, so they're going to be very suspicious. You are a big Kieran. Even though the bartender is a Kieran, they have Kieran here, you are abnormal. Not to mention your
Yeah.
colors are very close.
Damn. I really got hit with it. Wait a minute. Who are you?
So, what is your
To be
answer?
honest, I don't even know who Celestia is.
Okay. The Gnostic is once again checking your answer.
I'm not rolling deception.
Okay. So, and your character does not, in fact, know who Celestia is, right?
Nope, not this version.
Okay. So, the Gnostic looks at you and once again repeats truths. And the masked figure nods and says, "Let it not be said that Nightmare Moon is not a just ruler. You may re-enter the inn."
But I don't want to leave the people.
So he comes
Thank
and
you for
stands.
sharing the window.
They just look behind you, and everybody's just crammed into the window. Somebody's peeking around the door.
You just hear a loud thunk as somebody's face gets plastered to the window as they're
There
trying
you
to
go.
watch.
I gotta stand on the table. Look over.
What are you talking about? You're like 2 feet taller
yes.
than he is.
Correction, but yes, it's funnier.
So,
I'm
Coral,
just kind of pressed against the side of the window, trying to look out diagonally.
is Coral still? Oh, Coral has fallen asleep.
Eepy.
Coral gave them their leaf. Coral fell back. They fell asleep late as hell, literally making plans. They could try to wake up Coral. They could try. But they're probably not going to get answers that they want.
So, the masked figure is kind of hard to read his emotions, but the lenses in his mask flare, and Coral is very bodily thrown against the wall here, rattling the window.
Like to
Where am I?
protect you.
Where am I? What happened? What's going on?
The masked
What the-
figure steps forward and says, "You will not sleep during an interrogation."
I
Now,
fell asleep like 5 minutes ago.
now, what is your association with this group? Right now, he sounds kind of pissed, too.
I squint my eyes for a moment and blink. With this group, this one writes me stories. Some of them suck. Endings are bad. Gotta rewrite some of them. This one is just an idiot. But I have to deal with him. This one, in the window, is new. I don't know him that well. This one's pretty cool, but I don't know him that well. This one, I genuinely forgot that one was even in my group.
Ow.
Thank you.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
I do like that the reaction to Ray Ray is this one's pretty cool.
This one's pretty cool. Anyway.
You have to remember who I associate him with. Even if
Fair.
it's a bastardized cousin. It's like, by default, you're cool, even if you're a bastardized cousin.
Yes, the Kieran. The Kieran are known for being cool in nothing but.
Yes, nothing but coolness. Cool, cold weather.
Yes.
You know, the funny thing is the question he's about to ask next, I feel like Coral is going to give the most damning answer.
Yeah.
What is it?
Because Coral is a child.
Oh no.
So he looks at you, and you can't see his face, but you can tell he's kind of irritated now, like a lot. And he asks you, "What is your thoughts on Nightmare Moon?"
Oh no.
Oh, wait.
Remember,
Oh, hold
she also just witnessed an execution by Nightmare Moon. She may not know who Celestia is, but you know, a bunch of people just died for, as far as Coral's concerned, no reason other than somebody said treason.
So I remember this.
There's a lot of things I feel about her.
I
Where did I
remember this.
begin?
I know.
Oh my gosh. The question is, which one do you choose, Cameo? Because I know several ways this could go.
Depending on where this goes, I want to make a will save. Or not will save, wisdom save.
There's so many words.
Phoenix, I would not recommend coming back outside.
Yeah, I know.
Are
Go
you
back
standing by
inside.
that decision?
Yes, she has to add context to whatever Coral is about to say.
Leave that.
Honestly, she looks really nice, but like her killing is like kind of pointless, but also has a point. So like I'm not mad about that, but it's also like crazy and stupid at the same time because like I don't know what the word treason means, but they killed the others for treason, but like also like it's a lot of people. Like did they all need to die? Like I understand like sometimes you do gotta kill people, and then trust me, I know, but like did they have to kill all of them? I'm pretty sure one of them was her people, and then there was like something stupid. Like I don't, what does treason even mean? Do you know what treason means? Remember, Coral has like 5 minutes to sleep.
He seems slightly taken aback by the question before answering. Treason is a form of betrayal, but to a specific ruler.
What? No! You're not supposed to betray people? That's fucked up! No wonder they died!
So
Unhinged.
he steps
You're gonna die.
back and says, I see. And he looks at Phoenix and asks, this one is a child.
Yes.
Take them
I'm
inside.
nodding along. I'm nodding along with that. Like,
With me, Coral.
Wait, no, this doesn't make sense. Wait, would they commit treason? What is going on? Why the what? Also, where's my book? It has my notes. How am I supposed to do the thing for her? If her Nightmare Moon, if I don't have my notes, where are my notes?
The green unicorn tosses you the book.
Okay, cool. Wait, my leaf with my notes. It's gone. Is it inside? I don't know where it is.
Phoenix, you might want
I
to
had all my notes.
prevent her from going back out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stay inside for the time being, please.
So
Okay.
This is a delicate situation.
Side note: Did you actually get my leaf? The leaf, the front and back leaf I sent.
yes, I did get the thing you sent.
Yeah. Okay. Coral is now freaking out looking for their leaf. I don't think I came inside with it. Can you help me find it?
Yeah, I'll help.
Have you seen my leaf? It has my notes.
So, the guards close in more as he steps to the remaining two and says to you, both of you, let it not be said that Nightmare Moon was not a merciful ruler. Your companions, those of them that actually are, will survive this day. You, on the other hand, are charged with high treason. We have evidence, both verbal and mental. What do you have to say for yourselves?
You want to go first, Biafi?
yeah, let me talk this time about. So I'm obviously also tired since I've been up all night, and I just. Sir, there must be some kind of mistake. We've not wanted to hurt anyone, especially not the queen of this place. I'm sure there must be some sort of misunderstanding, and if there's any way we can sort it out, please just tell us so we can figure it out. I'm sorry. It's hard to think right now. I've been up all night. I'm sorry.
Wind, roll deception.
What? Why me?
Yes, you get bodied.
I'm always getting bodied. What are you talking about?
Uh-oh.
Figures.
So the Nothic looks over at Wind, and Wind has said some pretty damning shit. So the Nothic immediately stands up to its full height instead of hunched over, which surprisingly is about the size of a full-grown human, and screeches out, "Lies!"
Your move, Biafi.
Wow!
Well, he's the one. Like, he wants to talk, so like, I'm saying this out of character. He wants to be the one to talk us out of this. So
I don't think he can talk you out of this, but he can talk himself out of this, maybe.
I don't think I can talk myself out of this anymore.
Yeah, I'm kind of just gonna say, I'm gonna be honest. Wind is not going to abandon Celestia, who helped them. So, yeah.
What a nightmare this is.
I'm gonna take this L. You know, I'm not abandoning them.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously you wouldn't. I'm just... Alright.
I'm nervous.
If there's truly no way we can make this up and convince you that there was nothing going on, and I suppose there's nothing else to be said.
I'm just gonna look at him and say, you already know what I'm sure your little thing over there, and I point at this thing, already knows the truth about me, so enough said.
So, with that, the spellcasters in the group, all of their horns glow at the same time, and his mask eyes glow, and everybody disappears.
Nah. Oh, we already died? That was fast.
No, you didn't die.
You're being teleported, you ding dong.
I'm cruel, but not that cruel.
Man,
Just
the Kyrian is gonna stop pressing their face against the window.
slaughters us right there.
Okay, give me just a second.
So,
Oh man, drinking water really did help.
Almost like hydration is important.
yeah.
It's weird. That is true.
Oh, hold on, I forgot. There we go.
Nice. I need to pick up that spell.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
But I can't cast it.
Let's see. I need a Biafi,
Duration.
and I need a win. Let me... So, do not move outside the bounds of the walls or the gates, because I did not have the time to set up the actual lighting walls.
Locked up and they won't let me out.
Pretend the walls are real.
Are they real? Where
I
are they?
love that spell, Nez. Holy shit, that's hilarious.
We've been talking about the last few seconds.
I was moving things around and on a different bar.
Does it consume the cup or the water?
Yes, it consumes the cup, not the water.
Ah, so
Yeah,
it's,
it's-
it's like
it's like-
those healing potions
it's like-
where you
Yes, yes.
crunch up the glass afterwards.
Exactly.
Well, no, it's like
You don't
this for
drink it.
drinking water. He drinks the glass and throws
Hold
away
on,
the water.
I gotta...
You put the whole entire glass in your mouth and just
Crunch.
Wallow it all whole.
Crunchy.
Like I had people talking to me IRL, so I had to like stop paying attention and I come back and you guys are just talking about the logistics of the spell.
Yes, we are talking.
Yes.
What's the material
That's what
component?
we're
You say
doing.
a cup. So pause, right? A cup. Okay.
Or
Or really?
Or a bottle of drinking water. So
The
are you
water
saying-
isn't strictly necessary.
Yeah, it says the cup is necessary, but the bottle of water.
Yeah, the water is not necessary.
Like,
It's all about the container.
you know, I blame Mortenheimer. If this is his fault.
I'm just setting up the map that the two yahoos have found themselves on.
I'm not gonna lie, I was really tempted to go join them.
Yeah, I was also tempted. I have some good teleportation spells that could maybe save them, but
Can you get
Yeah.
me there? Oh, powerful is spellcaster.
Oh, look at this dude. Whoa.
Well,
Okay.
I haven't said what exactly everybody has access to in there. So don't jump to conclusions just yet.
I'm assuming we don't have any weapons, so, you know.
No, you were stripped of all your
Naturally.
equipment, including any kind of spellcasting components, including focuses, or foci, I believe is the actual plural for it.
Naturally.
Too bad.
Hey,
You
where are you going?
you
you
also
going?
both have anti-magic collars on.
Why
I'm
would they...
taking the
You know what,
push,
actually,
okay.
it kind of makes sense in this kind of a world.
Tennis ball on top.
Wait, does anti-magic stop the whole vampiric power thing?
What ability are you talking about?
Hold on, let me scroll down to it.
Remember, you are only in stage 1, so you don't have access to many
Oh.
powers.
Yeah, that's right.
Because you have
I
only
mean-
fed twice.
I'm guessing deathly horror wouldn't do anything then.
I mean, have you seen some of the guards that you have? Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you guys all outside of the inn?
We're looking for the leaf.
Very important.
So we're in a bit of a pickle.
More
There we go.
specifically, the reason I went outside because I wanted to touch this like tree over here or bush. Like, doesn't matter. I just wanted to touch it, and now I'm done.
You okay there, Nameless?
Was that your attempt to touch grass?
Lol, got him.
Yeah. I have a spell that can teleport me to any large plant I have touched. So I touched the plant.
Okay. So,
Ah, yeah, you're a druid. That's right. You do have that spell.
for those of you that are still at
Yeah,
the
exactly.
inn, what is your plan now?
I think we could potentially save or pull Biaffi out of the fire if we request an audience. We potentially have a case.
I mean,
I feel like
I feel
I
I can
feel
get
like the
both.
big
of them.
flaw in your case is wind.
No,
I
I
don't
feel
think
like
you
I can
can-
get both of them. Don't worry. And if
Real
I
good
fail, well,
teamwork here.
I guess I die.
Flawless.
No, I'm something of a lawyer myself.
So, you are wanting to attempt an audience?
Yes.
Mhm.
And you think you can you think you can argue against the high treason accusations?
Yes.
Might be able
It's
to get it
not
on
thought that
temporary
matters,
insanity.
it's actions.
With the flame singer by my side, I will.
Emotions were running high after the execution, and unfortunate words were said, but no actions were taken.
Bold of you to assume that that's going to be enough.
Yeah,
Your Honor,
that is a very
my
bold
client
assumption.
Your Honor,
It
my
might
client
work
didn't
for
oopsie daisy.
Getting Biaffi out of there. Wynn's just kind of doomed because he actually supports Celestia.
This is true, I do. Remind me never to let this hire Ice as a lawyer for me. You know?
He's
I
not
can't
there.
defend you because you have no case.
I can. I'm like Better Call Saul.
Ice does have a pretty good, like,
He does.
if we're being honest, he's got a good point.
He does.
Yeah.
I am going to stick to my loyalties.
I don't care. I will refuse to let people die.
Might get a bit stretched, but you know.
Oh, jeez, they're gonna
Who knew
probably
that this
pluck
was
my
gonna-
wings.
This was gonna
Don't
turn
laugh.
into a court case.
This is always
Yeah.
going to turn into a court case. What do you mean?
Yes. Who is going to do the speaking?
I'll do it. I will speak for the trees.
Very wide picture, but there we go. I am setting up the audience chamber at the moment, so give me just a sec. Because you know, I'm not that cruel. I'm not gonna say that you don't get a chance to.
Alright. I need to quickly be smart about this.
This will give you a
Exactly.
chance to prepare your case.
Right.
Mhm.
I'll beat them with my devilish charm.
Why is it not?
Me with my charm and good looks.
Let's see if the token updates.
What is going on here?
I don't know, but I'm watching it.
Everything was moving so slow.
Your Honor, shut the fuck up. He wasn't even there.
He was dead. Your Honor, we chose to double it and give it to the next person on murder charges.
On God, on God.
I have not had a chance to port everything that Cameo's made for me, so we're just gonna have random characters in here. Gotta stay away from using ones that you guys will necessarily recognize as former player characters.
Yeah, seriously. I already did that once.
Yeah, like one of the guards that took us was one of Phoenix's summons from the previous fight.
Unsummon him.
Unsummon him! Come on!
Destroy it, Frodo! Cast it
Throw it
into
into the fire! Gold.
You gotta love
Yeah,
how
I
many
remember
things
that.
that I have that I just kind of can't use because just
I'm not gonna lie, I'm fully expecting for my character to die if they fail the Riz checks.
Honestly, that is a high possibility considering what you're trying to argue for.
It's okay. I got this. I simply win.
I like how Ray Ray decides, hey, the solution to this is diplomacy, and my character's I haven't verbalized it. I was waiting for a moment, but like my character's thinking just prison break.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too. Riz checks.
Riz checks. Okay, that'll be good enough. Can somebody send a long spell for me?
I
Of
got you.
course.
I love long spells.
He's got you covered.
You are technically a large-sized creature. Yeah, I was kind of surprised with how handily Quarrel avoided a prison sentence.
Look, you may not have remembered, but I remembered from before all of her messages where she was talking about how cool Nightmare Moon looked in the book. So
Your Honor, let me be
I
clear.
can smell that one.
Die.
Your Honor, let me just say this very quickly. Power word kill.
Let me just say this very quickly. Sunbeam.
Unfortunately, the judge had 101 hit points.
Your Honor, psychological damage, please.
I low-key hope I do survive and become immortal from this.
Oh my god.
I don't know about becoming immortal, but there is a shot we survive that.
Yeah.
Like
got
what
nothing left.
part of surviving a court case is gonna make you immortal?
We're gonna go ahead and pay you guys like an extra bit if you guys can pull this off.
Hey yo, survive the legal system. Let's go.
Wait, hold up. Lone, I just looked at your force gauge spell. Why does it have a save DC of 0?
Nobody knows.
It was because for some reason it changed my spellcasting ability to none, so it should be 20.
Yeah, fair enough.
Give me just a sec, I just need to find one more thing and then we'll be good to go.
Don't worry,
for-
Wind. If you die, I always have. We can still chat with you.
That's fantastic. I'll be a ghost and watch you guys all take on everything and fun. I mean, who knows? I'm sure you guys can do a pretty good. I'm sure you guys can actually get us out of this and
Your Honor.
present a
We're
pretty
screwed.
good case. Although you don't have faith in me, I have faith in you guys.
Okay. Somebody's already hedging their bets on you guys dying.
Yeah.
Yes. How many party members will die? Just start a poll.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. If we went
How
with the
many
whole,
party members will die? 1, 2, or all? Vote
If
now
we-
in the chat.
if we went with the escape, I feel like we're all die. Like all of us will. If you guys just busted into the prison.
I think our
almost
plan
forgot
is
the-
to try and get Biaffi out and just cut our losses with the win.
Ice, you are like a word.
That is about the most ice thing I could have heard right there.
Yeah.
Ice is
down
like,
to
yeah, we're just gonna leave him here.
I like how I was watching your stream and then I got hit by an ad. Thank you.
Get added.
What a nice guy. He's watching Nameless's ads to give him more revenue. What a great guy.
I feel
I
like I
mean-
deserve an extra life for this.
No.
I mean, Nameless needs to earn that extra fraction of a penny. Like, you know.
I know,
Wait,
right?
The only way you get an extra life out of that is if you had an ad blocker and disabled it specifically to watch the ads on Nameless's stream.
Let me go ahead and download one right quick.
I mean, now that I said it, it's not going to work, but you do you.
Okay. So let me get the rest of the party.
Oh boy, I'm about to pull out some philosophy.
Why did that not work?
It's about to go down.
Uranium.
It's the casual bottle made of uranium and manganese.
So,
Can you really prove that they were being more than just silly little guys?
Took some uranium matter, you know?
so here's how this is gonna work.
I recognize one of these NPCs as the one that got executed.
They're back from
Hey,
the
shut
dead.
up. Hey, shut up.
This is going to be a thing from now on. I'm just going to bully Nameless for his reused assets.
Cameo's helping me out, but otherwise assets are expensive. So,
Yeah.
you guys are going to have essentially turns where I will switch back and forth between maps where you can attempt to do things. Since
Hey, yo, Ray Ray, big.
the other party has already decided, we're going to start with the two yahoos that are now in prison. Which I will point out, you guys got the nice prison cells, as Biafi can probably see.
This is what they call nice.
Yeah.
I don't see even there's no there's torture chambers here. Never mind. Never mind.
It's all relative.
All right, so you're starting with me and Biafi then?
Yes. Is there anything you two would like to attempt?
Pretty sure we can't accept this and escape.
You can try.
I'll talk through the bars. I'm assuming they're bars, right?
Up here, yes.
Okay.
This is solid stone.
Okay. Hey, Biafi.
What? And Nameless, do I have my book? Did they take it or no?
They took everything.
Aw.
You're gonna be
Yeah.
dead soon. They don't understand why you think you need
You're
it.
not gonna need it.
I would have explained to them that it's my final act with it is going to be to write my father's final eulogy, and then that's all. But if they took it, I'm not going to worry too much about it.
They took everything.
Okay, they took it.
You don't even have your blanket you normally wear.
Well, that's
No.
rude.
Wind has been
Yeah.
stripped of all of his items as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least Wind does
Um,
normally make it.
Biafi, sorry I got you into this.
Oh, I'm sure you are. Listen, it's as much my fault as yours. I probably should have thought about the consequences of all that talking out loud. Even if there was nothing meant by it, it's still my responsibility as team leader to think about these sorts of things.
You see, the problem is if there was nothing meant by it, then there would not have been as big of an issue. But wind meant everything.
I
Yeah.
did.
I don't know that, as Biafi though. As far as I know, he was just very angry and talking out of his mind.
Wind was. But yeah, well, who knows? Maybe maybe we'll. I don't know.
I suppose we'll see, won't we? I'm just, looking around at everything, looking at the bars and the wall and the stuff in the cell.
Do you think they'll offer us a final meal?
Even if they did, I don't think they'd have what I want.
What would you want?
My mother's own stew, a nice warm crust of bread, and the ale from old Jehoshaphat's finest brew.
Yehoshua?
Never mind. What would you be wanting?
Strawberries.
That's rather humble.
That's literally it, nothing else?
That's really it. That's I like strawberries. That's about it. I'm gonna yell down the hall. Hey, guards! How long until we get executed?
The guards seem to be ignoring what you're saying.
That's why their hair is messed up. But no, well, that's all I got. You got anything, Yoshi?
No, I don't have anything because they took my book. I can't do anything really.
Yeah. Pretty sure if we try to escape, that would just make things worse.
Aye.
Okay, so that's all you're gonna try for now?
Yep, for now.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I don't know why Ray Ray is so big.
because you're Celestia sized. Celestia is a large sized creature.
Yeah, that's fair.
You guys have been granted an audience. What do? If you look, you can see a very obvious place for where you should stand.
Mhm.
I will approach forward and simply tell my companions, hang back for a second.
I nod, I guess.
I will approach the center, I guess, since this just looks like one big giant, walk forward kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I like how you say hang back for a sec, and immediately Coral
Thanks,
and...
guys!
Straight
Also,
to the
I
front.
can't move Ray Ray.
God damn it. Hold on.
It's a catastrophe. It's a shambles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big.
Ladies and gentlemen, our legal team.
Come on.
Phoenix will bow.
Slightly to the side. That you two are not occupying each other's space.
Get all these small bonitos.
So, Nightmare Moon looks down at you guys and then looks to this one right here, who says, Her Highness wishes you to speak.
Your Honor, Your Majesty, I understand that treason is a hard charge, very hard to break. But to be frank, over the time that I've known these too.
Both of the guards have moved up here now, and both have drawn their weapons.
Nice. That's
I
what we
was
like.
like, what?
2 words into it.
You just started.
Bruh, what are you doing?
What?
I'm not sure if it's your words or if it's Coral. Like
I think it's
fidgeting,
Coral, the child,
like-
walking forward.
Yeah. Maybe both.
It is the giant child.
Yeah.
She's like, I want to give the window. And then she gives them the thing. Can you give it to her? I worked really hard on it, but it's really hard to get it to look good like the pictures in the book. And I don't know how you get it big either.
Excuse me.
So
Phoenix,
so I made this.
Can you take it back?
Can you give it to her? I want her to see it. I want her to see it.
Phoenix, can you please?
Wait, what? No, I want to see her react to it.
Gonna wait to see if they take the leaf or not before I escort.
No, it's not the leaf.
Coral.
It's
Oh.
window on with quotes
Oh,
that is made with recycled glass and wax to kind of look vaguely like Nightmare Moon standing over someone. I tried to make it look pretty. It's very hard, but I made it.
The guard looks at it and says, "This is not the time."
Yes, maybe later, girl.
Okay then.
And when's
Okay then.
the off when you need? Oh,
So, now that stand center. Sorry about that, Your Majesty. They are but a child. To be honest, to restart, I understand treason is a high charge. But over the time that I've known these two, which frankly is not that long, I believe they've accidentally practiced something that my people will refer to as doublespeak. You see, they didn't fully intend what they mean. For them, it's the practice of servitude is freedom. That love is a sense of hate. I can't vouch that much for yak culture, but at least for what I've known of the ponies culture, the Pegasus, this very much might be true.
The Gnostic stands up again and just says, "Lies! The blue one, he means it."
Lies.
well,
I understand that the Nothic is something that we trust, and as much as we can throw it, to be frank, if the Nothic knows our secrets.
Ouch.
But to be frank, that Pegasus knows nothing of hate or slaughter. Nothing close to the sort. How can we trust such a being that only knows comparison through what has been told before?
The masked guy looks up to Nightmare Moon, who seems indifferent so far, and then looks to you and says, "It would behoove you to get to the point."
The point is, they saw an execution, and an execution does bring out justice and an iron grip onto your people. It demands respect, but it truly takes a great leader to hold back restraint, to watch, even alter. Prove to others that you are that gracious of a leader.
So this time the black tar looking one steps forward a bit and says, "We did wait. We were aware of their less than charitable thoughts. However, when I went to the bar after the execution to unwind, I sat down to hear them practically shouting about it.
The ability to speak does not make one intelligent. Let's be honest here. They're both quite stupid. They wouldn't act upon something so dumb.
The Nothic shakes its head and says, "The blue one once."
The blue one can be altered to have their mind erased if we want it.
The masked one this time is the one to speak up and says, "The executions speak a stronger message. Mind
What
wipes
message?
can be undone, and those who have their minds wiped simply disappear. A hanging corpse speaks more volumes than just some unassuming citizen."
Then keep hanging, bear mind you. The blade is strong, but to let someone live, to make someone who is so against, in quotations, as our gracious soothsayer would say, to make someone who hates so much turn to beloved you. Now that would sell something to your people. That even someone as so powerful as you doesn't need violence to turn someone to their side.
So this time, Nightmare Moon actually stands up and give me just a sec to find what I am looking for. I swear I just had like an echo one somewhere. Oh, here we go. We use the cave. And do you think that we have not tried that?
I turn to the Nephis. Is that a truth or a lie? Have they tried it on the Pegasus and the Yak?
Dang. Direct he is.
Are you talking to the Nothic?
The Nophis, yes. Sorry, I messed up.
The Nothic.
Okay. The Nothic looks at Nightmare Moon, absolutely terrified, and then looks back at you and says, "I cannot listen. Listens
Oh, you
hurts."
cannot listen now. I see. That's all the evidence I need.
This time, the masked one steps forward and says, "What our Majesty means is we have tried with others. Mind wipes and this, that's how we know it can be undone. There was even one case that it was undone without outside help."
Oh?
The masked one nods and says, "It was a strange purple unicorn. It lasted all of 3 days before she was back at our doorstep. However, all of the crimes she was inciting disappeared when her head was on a stake."
To kill and kill again. The markings of a nation that cannot control its people.
Do you say that out loud?
It was very quiet.
I do say that out loud.
So, Nightmare Moon not only stands up, but takes a step forward And again, and by the way, the echo is because of the Royal Canderlot voice. And then
Yes, Royal.
again shouts at you. Do you insinuate that we cannot control our people?
Well, as someone who's used to being the guard dog for a nation themselves that slaughters their own, I'm not insinuating. I'm saying, for it is.
So, we're going to take a pause on y'all's side. We're going to go torment the prisoners over here.
We've had some things going on over here. I mean, we may as well just continue it out loud, huh?
Yeah, should probably just do that. Okay, what did you read?
I mean, do we want to start over from the beginning? We can just start over from the beginning.
What do you think, Nameless? Just start over?
Sure.
Alright.
Right, so we're sitting there and kind of out the bars and just, Wind. You know, seeing as how we may not be having any other time to be talking, do you think you'd want to talk about that the thing that you didn't want to talk to me about the other night on the way to the library?
There's... on the way to the library, wait, thing... Oh, you mean that. You really think we should be talking about that right now?
What better time than now? It's not like we're doing anything else.
Well... why do you want to know so bad? I want to know that.
It's nothing harmful, I can say that. I want to understand. I want to be a good leader, and I think the only way I can do that is by understanding where everybody's coming from. So that when the time comes to make decisions, then I know where everybody stands and what everybody is thinking, at least a little. And you're my friend, and I see how much it was bothering you. So if there's any chance that talking to me is going to make it less painful, then by all means, I want to hear you talk about it. And anyway, if it is really something terrible, it's not like we're going to be telling anybody.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter, since we're probably gonna be hung anyway. And then Wind flexes their wings, and I'm gonna lose my wings. But you have to keep this a secret between us. Promise me.
As long as I can. Even if it means taking it to the grave.
You said that you... What did you see in my dream?
What I saw was you and dozens of ponies like you in the same sort of armor. And this big griffin at the front of it all. And I'll admit I didn't really hear what happened, I was a ways back, but I saw you talking to the griffin at the front. And I saw that whatever the griffin was saying, it was making you a wee bit agitated. And then the griffin took something from you, and then it disappeared into a shadow. And that was all I saw.
Right, I'm a guard. And
I remember that.
yeah, I never wanted to be one. I didn't want the responsibility, but I am. So that griffin you saw has been helping me for a long time to try to be an actual guard. And I've never been strong enough to do it. And until we went to the maze. I don't know what happened. I don't know what it was exactly, or what it is, but ever since then I feel stronger. But apparently, according to him, I've also fallen or something. I'm me, but not me.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
How can you be you, but not you? Are you turned into something?
All I know is just I'm different than I was when I went in there. And I can't always control myself. And it's hard to fight it sometimes.
When you say hard to control yourself, what exactly are you talking about? When it comes to fighting, or what?
It's not just fighting. It's my actions. Certain things I've done. I can't explain it. Let's just say I'm not the same Wind that you know.
I see. Well,
Freaking Mel.
I mean, that is a good point.
Yeah, so I'm good, right, Nameless?
I mean, really, it's not necessarily the fall that kills you, it's the sudden stop at the end.
I can pretend to be dead.
Same thing with hanging, unfortunately.
Yeah, like that's like the problem is that I don't know if you're fully like transitioned enough yet where that even applies to you.
I don't know either. I am literally new to the whole thing in real life and in the story. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, like I believe the odds are that you get hung, then you realize that you're fine, and then you have to like pretend to die, and then they might just like burn the corpse anyways.
Ah, that's just rude. Yeah, but I don't know, Yafi. It's like there's a part of me that I can't control. But I'm gonna figure it out. Because that same part has made me strong enough to protect all of you.
I see. Listen, Wind, promise me this one thing, alright? If this thing that you've become, if it's this important to you and it's really helping you and you feel it's really necessary, then I won't stop you from using it. But if ever it's really becoming too much, if it's ever seriously hurting you or anyone else and you think you can't do it any longer, promise me you'll come to me and we'll try and find a way to stop it somehow.
That won't happen. I'm not gonna give this up. Ever.
Alright. Just make the promise for me though. Maybe
I
even
promise
if you
I
won't,
will.
just promise.
I won't. I promise I'll try to talk.
Alright.
So
And I'll keep your secret.
as you finish chatting, a robed figure shows up, and she's holding a spell book, but doesn't look like a unicorn. And she starts chanting something from the book, Yafi,
Oh dear. Wait a minute.
you feel somewhat tingly, but like nothing abnormal. And she steps to the side, and you are moved cells.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh, that's just rude.
Can I try and roll Arcana to recognize the spell?
Yes, actually.
Can he learn to spell that way?
Ooh, that's a pretty good roll. Probably, I don't know, actually. It's kind of weird. The rules for learning spells,
So
especially for non-book casters.
it seems to be a modified version of Identify. It tells more information about the individual that you cast it on, rather than so like race, things like that. So that I actually know what they are dealing with.
Like race, class, that kind of thing. If it was a player available spell, it'd be like race, class,
Yep.
that kind of thing.
Vampire.
Yeah,
Oh
okay.
no. No.
So when she casts it on you, she looks at you, looks at the book, and then casts it again before rushing off to one of the guards.
I'm gonna yell, "Hey, get back here! Biafi!"
What?
Who was that?
I don't know, but that was some kind of identifying spell. I'm not exactly sure what it does, but I think it would tell him what you look like, or what you are, or something. I don't know.
What is she using it for? Like,
Probably to find out what sort of thing you are.
So this time, both guards come over and move Wynn to this cell over here.
oh, I'm getting a cell beat down, aren't I? Okay,
And
let's
they stand outside as this one rushes off. If you haven't noticed, there are things that happen on the map for you guys.
I've noticed that.
And she disappears.
Wonder what that was all about.
No. Hey guards. What's going on? Why were we moved?
They seem to be stalwartly ignoring you.
Answer me!
Okay. We're putting a pause on y'all's end.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Do the thing. So, for the other group, what is it? There we go. Stop that! I'm trying to do a thing. Roll
What'd I
20
do?
over here fighting me.
Oh.
So, this one comes running past you guys, and then comes and starts whispering something to the individual that has been essentially the mouthpiece of Nightmare Moon this whole time, before he nods and sends her off, which she actually leaves from a different area over this way. He then looks at you and, with a tone of disgust, looks at the group, the other members of the group, and says, "I was not aware that I was in the company of those who would keep company with the undead."
Ray gets real nervous.
You can hear the shuffling from throughout the room as the entire just mood of the room changes.
Phoenix remembers and she goes, "Oh, right. He was recently changed. I was hoping we'd potentially be able to heal him soon. Before he fully turns."
He looks at Phoenix and says, "The only good vampire is a dead one."
Well, what if they aren't a vampire at all? If you can heal them.
So he shakes his head and says, "You don't understand. The only way to heal him would be death. And even then, at this point, not only is he undead, he's a traitor."
I'd like to hear that from the Queen.
He looks confused for a moment and says, "Please clarify your query."
Please clarify my query. I'm unsure of whether you give the orders here or if she does.
Nightmare Moon looks at you and says,
What?
"He speaks with my authority."
I see.
Who's undead? What's a vampire? What's a vampire? What's going on?
Yeah, Quarrel's being left in the dark now.
Yeah. The upside down.
Very visible panic and confusion from the Quarrel. Like,
A
what?
very wait what moment.
I'm gonna step closer to Quirrell and try and help them keep them still and not like running around the room.
What are you guys talking about? What's a vampire? Who's undead? What exactly is an undead? What?
I just kind of shrugged, having not thought all that. It was going a little too fast.
I don't get it. What's going on? No one talks to me. What's going on? I just wanted to share the art I did.
Are there magic dampeners around the room?
Oh,
At the moment, no, but I would recommend very carefully considering whatever you think you're about to do.
Don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about it, Mr. DM, until it happens.
Because I'm gonna point out that this one is a magic user. This one's a unicorn, so probably a magic user. This one's also armored, but who knows? This guy seems to be important, so there is a possibility that he could also use magic. Like you've seen already. This one, despite being gooey, is also a unicorn, and fucking alicorn.
Ah,
yeah.
dealt with them before, don't worry. Don't worry, we'll get there.
So, what are you going to do? I feel like the weakest thing in this room right now is the Nothic.
I would argue it's the civilians.
Mr. Nothic, can you tell me a secret? I'll trade you a few of mine.
You can see the greed in his eyes. Well,
I come from a very long line of Kieran with a certain ability. I have many, many secrets from many past lives. All you need to do is tell me one, and it's all yours.
He has actually legitimately started drooling. Now, what are you going to ask him for?
I'll lean in close and whisper.
Leaning close from across the room?
Wait, oh, the Nothic is the green one, isn't it?
Nothing's right
The
here.
green one over there.
I thought
Yeah,
it
it's
was
like
the
way
wrong.
up there.
You can stretch.
You know a thing or two about this room. Are there any other traitors among us? And can you point them out?
So, it actually stands up to its entirety entire height to look around. Which, again, despite how small it appears, it is actually when fully stood up, human-sized, and it scans the room. And I need to make a whole bunch of rolls.
Let's go. What's the DM the roll?
Nameless, could you please roll us a deception?
Okay. And let's see. It actually does point at someone. It points at this one over here. And says
Who? Wait.
he points at it and just says poisons.
Poisons.
Which this dude immediately is on the back foot, going, "What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about."
Melrose, grab him.
Me? Oh, okay.
Seize him.
Seize him. Thank you.
The traitor.
Hold up. I have a spell.
Earthbind.
Excuse me. Kindly get to that motherfucker.
Get that bitch boy.
Oh shit, he just nat one too.
One.
Not his lucky day.
So he is switched off from the attempt to try and disguise what he had been thinking or saying in private to just like a spew of vitriol aimed at everybody in the room. Doesn't matter who it is. He is just all of it.
Get that motherfucker.
Hold
Now,
it.
you see, Your Majesty.
Yes.
Before you said I was assuming that you had a little bit of a uneased hold on your people. I just proved it to you. In practice, in this very room. How many more traitors are hiding among you? How many more traitors could be right next to you? I'm not claiming anything, but I'm just saying, there are those who would actually act versus those who just think.
The masked one chuckles and says, "I see what you're doing." And he loosens his mask and pulls it off. And the reason he's been wearing one is because most of his face has been burnt away to the point where the vast majority of it is blackened skull. It is dripping some sort of fluid that it appears to have been filling the mask. And he looks at the Nothic and says, "Feel free." And the Nothic looks cowed at the moment as he stares into the eyes of the one that is now demasked and says in a shrill voice, "Loyal!" before hiding its face under its hood.
It is cute of you to assume that I'm referring to you, but you're not the protagonist of this story, so... Cute demonstration.
He replaces the mask before answering and says, "Well, I assumed that after your previous words that that was what you were insinuating."
Of course not. I was in your very same position in another life. What I am insinuating is simply that the society seems to have a little bit of a slip on controlling its people. I'm just suggesting ways to improve it.
And what would your suggestions be?
Well, I know a thing or two about sticking heads on stakes and hanging a few corpses. They work well. But at the same time, you're always going to have the shoot and seesaw of resistance. The best thing that you can do, and it's what I learned over time, is to enlighten those people. Not through brainwashing, not through ridding memory, but through aggressive encouragement, if you know what I mean. It's something the Kirin were very good with, I assure you.
The masked one chuckles before looking at you and saying, "So I suppose you suggest, what's the word that I have heard used? Re-education."
Of course. More lives versus less lives, more money into the economy, more happy people, more loyal subjects.
And what if I told you we'd tried that before?
What if I countered with, I don't think you tried hard enough?
Bro.
Dang, bold.
See, that was our initial attempt before she was locked away. There was quite a few qualms about murder, as she called it. And of course, after that, she was locked away. There was a massive slave revolt. Because, let's be honest, if you get put in a re-education camp, that is basically what you are. You aren't paid for anything you do. You do not receive anything for any labor that you might partake in. Now, when we finally quelled that revolt, we took the leaders of the, or at least the ones we knew of. There were a few that escaped. We used some, shall we say, ingenuity to show what happens to those that don't follow the rules, stay in line. We don't usually enforce based off of thoughts alone. The Nothic is more of a, we need to watch someone. However, what we found, once we had begun to execute those that could be proven without much argument, is that those that had the thoughts initially are lots more pliable, shall we say. Many prefer to keep their head on their shoulders, their neck in one piece, or not to be burned alive. We've used many a colorful execution tactic.
I see. But there does strive the contradiction for what you just said. We do not try Serenity, fuck, wrong character. Ray turning towards everyone in this palace. He's claimed to have tried to not prove anything based on thoughts, but you're purely going on thoughts alone to make an example of. And how well has that been working for you? I mean, you had an assassin just over there. You have 2 assassins waiting on death trial, in quotations, assassins, but they don't actually carry poison. Just merely thoughts. Keep in mind, people with thoughts who just entered into your lovely domain.
By the way, the would-be poisoner has started foaming from the mouth and gone limp.
Great. If you don't mind for a moment, do you mind if I head over to the corpse?
The two guards that are at your back step to the sides to allow you through. I will note that there are stairs down here, just so you're aware.
Oh, potato. Yeah.
Trips and
Now-
falls without knowing.
No,
It would be
Matt,
kind of funny, but we're not gonna do that to you.
for someone as powerful as you, I do believe that you are acquainted with the spell. I cast Speak with Dead.
Okay. So go ahead and post it in the chat. Thank you.
Got it.
Okay. I don't remember. I believe, is this one the one that gives you like 3 questions, or is that not the
It's 5 of them.
5 questions? Yeah, I see it now. If you're gonna put numbers in a fucking paragraph, at least make them all consistently either words or actual numbers.
Real.
But that would be simple, Nameless. Why would we do something like that?
Okay. So, the corpse again starts spewing vitriol at you. Specifically you this time, because it realizes you brought it back. So,
Are you in a cell or are you working alone in this terrorist organization against the Queen?
it blinks for a moment. Answers are usually brief. Hold on. I'm formulating ideas. No. So it blinks and then looks at you, and in just the most spiteful tone, it tells you that it's working from your mother's ass.
Dang.
I see. Well, she's dead, so... so are you, but my apologies. Let's see.
We just lost a person.
Yeah, I was a little confused.
Yoshi's internet probably died.
Give him time.
So go ahead and continue.
We'll try again, shall we? Are you a solo cell or are you in a terrorist organization? Command. Truth.
Oh, you cast command on him?
Yeah.
He snarls at you that he is part of the remains of a group that they have slowly been picking away at. There's only 10 left. Three questions left.
I gotta think of how to say this without posing it as a question. I need a map, if you don't mind.
Are you asking the...
I'm asking
Corpse?
towards the court, yeah. Or not asking, more like demanding, so.
Okay. One of the guards disappears and then pulls out a map and brings it to you.
Places it on the floor. Do you know the location of the last remaining members? Command, truth.
Again, it starts snarling at you and says, "Do you think that we actually tell each other anymore? We know drop points. That's it."
Would you kindly point out the drop points on the map? Command truth. God, I only have one spell slot left.
So he points out
You can always upcast, but yeah.
I know.
roughly 15 spots throughout the city that they are using
Did
as
you say
drop points.
point? Did you say points? Because the corpse can't move.
Oh. Well, he tells you that there are 15, and goes there. Because if he can't point to it, then that means that it's not going to be very helpful.
Follow my imaginary finger.
Because who's going to make a drop point next to easily named street?
Hey, Yoshi's back.
Thanks,
He
Ness.
does actually sound very snarky about the entire thing as well, because he knows he's not being helpful.
I have 2 more questions, or one more, right?
One more. I've been counting.
You're gonna love this next one. Would you kindly give me the name of your family or loved ones? Command. Truth.
He looks absolutely mortified as he lists off 7 names, which the guard marks down before
Question, why?
heading back to their post.
So, considering he's dead now,
Yeah, he does flop backwards dead.
he do be dead. I remark again, have you ever done that?
The masked one chuckles before saying, once or twice.
Once or twice. So,
Though I
you
will
believe in
note-
efficiency.
Though I will note that it only worked the first 2 times.
Huh,
Then they
I
got
assume
wise
so.
to it.
You said once or twice.
They got wise
I
to
just
it after
thought-
that.
How so? A corpse cannot be wise. It only knows what it knows.
Well, there's only so many ways that you can explain unexplained guards appearing at your doorstep. Which means somebody is a rat, or we've found other means with which we can extract information. Now they obfuscate their places, much as you saw yourself.
I see.
We have been aware of all of those drop points for years, but have not been able to catch anyone there.
And how does your majesty feel about your failure?
This time, Nightmare Moon actually answers for herself. While we are disappointed that the rebellion has not been fully rooted out, we do understand that espionage is not as simple as putting someone on a torturer's rack.
That is fair. But the ruling isn't as simple as putting a head on a stake. Or a neck in a noose.
This time the masked one answers and says, "And why do you think that the espionage our Majesty put it, is up to me. I have nothing to do with the day-to-day ruling, other than speaking for her whenever she wills it. I do not spend hours here listening to the citizens who come to pose their questions, shall we say. I am not the one who came up with the solution for the lack of food due to the eternal night.
You are growing mushrooms, right? Like, nothing really dumb.
Well, of course. Mushrooms were the easiest. In fact, there is a large cave complex nearby that was repurposed as a mushroom farm.
I see.
It is also the home of the original Night Guard.
Well. Seeing as you do appear to be blind to a society's problems, at least in this case of a terrorist organization that's within inside your walls, knowing for years their drop points and even members of their location, but never being able to track them for anything. It seems like execution does nothing but create martyrs for them to fight harder for, to create new members for their groups to go forth. I could be wrong, though, but from experience, I very much know. You can read my mind on that one if you would like.
The masked one shakes his head and says, I don't need to. I will pose to you this, though. You claim to be familiar with the usage of fear to control those around. Do you have any idea the numbers that the original rebellion had?
I have a good guess, maybe. But just let me know. For me personally. Do you think that count is less or more? For me, personally.
Well, first, let me put into perspective. This is the only city left in Equestria. What do you think the population would be? There are small villages, there are small towns, but this is the only true city.
Give or take. Maybe 100,000, if you're lucky.
He actually laughs at this and says, believe it or not, we support far more than that.
Oh.
As of our last census, we had just hit 1 million.
Ooh, I see.
This is considered the place to be, the place of worship for those who truly worship Our Majesty, the place for scholars to come and learn the greatest secrets the world has to offer. The city sprawls bigger than any city in Equestria ever has.
Bold, but it is Equestria.
We thrive under Nightmare Moon's rule. But yet, there are still those that would depose her, though few though their number may be within the walls of this city. Originally, though, 100,000 was the number that opposed her.
Less than. Okay. That is what I'm working with. 100,000 in a city of millions.
A million. I said a million.
8 million?
A. Single
yeah.
million.
In a city
And one.
of 1 million.
There's 10 now. That's the 100,000 was the original number. There is 10 now.
And how long did that take you?
The masculine actually looks slightly taken aback as he kind of thoughtfully looks up at the ceiling and says, "By my reckoning, it's been 5 years."
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I think you picked the wrong person to execute your plan. It took my nation, too. A little less than that. For more.
He does kind of chuckle a bit and says, "And did you have an altruistic roadblock half of the way?"
No. We did very much what you do, right now. Except less hanging and more burning corpses, you would say. But we did a little more fun in there.
See, you are a bit mistaken. The hangings are for low-level individuals that we catch that are still part of the cell, as you call it. Remember that unicorn I mentioned previously?
Yes.
Well, we found that the Kirin of our era, as I have noticed that you do not seem to come from our land. They had some ancient secrets. And quite the execution technique. Even I was taken aback at the brutality of it. They referred to it as a blood eagle.
I'm aware.
Now, there aren't many that will justify continuing to fight against us if we are willing to go to such barbaric lengths to make a message. And yes, we did still decapitate what was already a corpse at the time to further that message. That was our first real execution. It was not just, oh, this one has burned down a building, now we can execute. We were able to catch actual dissenters who were speaking out publicly. Ones that were trying to incite riots in the streets.
I see.
Once again, though, it took us 2.5 years of the, as I said before, altruistic roadblock. That's actually how I earned the reason why I wear my mask. One of them decided that they would attempt to assassinate me as well.
I see. Luckily, you escaped. Survived.
Survived would be a word for it.
Still breathing. In some sense. Then let me get back to the point of which this all was. Enough working around a bush.
I would appreciate it.
You claim that you know that there are 10 members left, which implies that you know what that starting number was, that you know those drop points, that you know that every single one of the cell is left to be hung, because you know they're connected to that cell. You might not know the names, but you do know that they're people who live here. At the same time, you have a yak and a pegasus rotting in cells because they thought wrong. The outlanders, people who have never been here before. Now, you claim for altruistic roadblocks, but frankly, If you want people to keep coming to your city, I think letting a little leeway for people who don't know your culture might help.
He does pause for a moment to consider what you're saying, and then looks back at Nightmare Moon. Roll persuasion with advantage.
There it is.
Is this going to be another double nat 1 situation, maybe?
Oh
no.
If it was, that would have been corrupted.
And I rolled low.
Yeah, that was still a low roll. That's crazy.
So, Nightmare Moon looks thoughtful for several seconds, which to you, with the thin line that you are treading, feels like several hours before she finally speaks. We have seen merit in your words. We will pardon the act this once. However, the vampire is not something that we will have in our city.
God damn it.
Then let him leave. I can force him out myself if you'd like.
So he may spread his disease elsewhere.
Disease? I
So
can barely hurt a fly.
roll a quick Arcana at advantage for me. I'm gonna have our mage also do the same.
Mhm.
You just get normal for you because you start with advantage.
I also know Arcana, I think, but I don't think that's needed anymore.
So
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
most people's understanding of vampires, there are varying types of vampires, yes. But the vast majority of people assume that they are the bite somebody and next thing you know, all of the city is just crawling with vampire spawn. And, you know, he's kind of already shown that he doesn't even seem to know where he is when he decides to start speaking. Who's to know that he does? Who's to tell if he doesn't think that biting people is okay without knowing whether or not he will spread his vampirism? It's a precautionary method, a precautionary thing rather than anything else. And you're going to be very hard pressed, especially since even a evil aligned alicorn would understand that fundamentally having a vampire loose anywhere near where their seat of power is a liability. Even if it isn't the one that can spread their disease, because it is often more of a disease for vampirism. Even if they aren't capable of spreading it like wildfire, even if they can make a single spawn or a single thrall, that's the start of an army.
Since I know how he quote-unquote contracted it, do I know whether or not he could even so much as make a thrall?
So, I'll work off your nat 20 there. Because he contracted it from what appears to be a cursed item, it's entirely possible that he could eventually make a thrall. But something like this comes in stages.
Yeah.
And the more he feeds, the further along he'll get. And
Yeah,
he cannot go without feeding, regardless.
Yeah.
And you don't know how many times he's fed between contracting it and now. So you don't even know what stage he's at, so you could not reliably tell them, yes, he's safe.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, one of the guards down here, after hearing the pardoning of the yak, disappears. So, are you going to share what you know with Ray Ray to help strengthen y'all's case?
Mm-hmm.
I will note that for you, Phoenix, that if you you need to let him know that if he doesn't eat, there is a very high possibility that the vampire will go into a blood rage.
Yeah.
And a vampire that is flipping out and trying to find literally anything that it can eat is not a good thing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know whether or not our friend is contagious or not, and if he doesn't feed, he'll definitely lose control.
And we're going to put a pause on this side of the conversation for the other side. So this one gets taken out. Biafi, you have found yourself in the we'll say claws of this individual, and you're strapped to a table now, about to be prepared. When if I can find the right thing, a guard comes, apparently in at a very large size. Time to shrink a guard. There we go. He comes running in to deliver the news that the yak has been pardoned. Would you like to take a good look at the room you're in? Yoshi? Yoshi?
Oh no.
Yoshi! Uh-oh. Oh, technical difficulties. I'm gonna send you some pictures, Yosh, of like what your current captor looks like. Well, captor would be torture.
Okay.
That is a better word.
Hold on. Here.
I can hear you.
I need to reset push to talk in a bit, but... Ah, yeah, okay. That is some gnarly art, holy cow.
But, you received the news you have been pardoned. Would you like to
There we
see
go.
the other thing in the room?
Yes.
Let me find the picture. Where did the picture go? What? Why does it do this to me? I do want you to refrain from saying too much out loud just yet. Oh, there it is. It's in the wrong. It's in a different folder. No wonder.
Maybe that would do it, huh? I see. It's like, oh my.
So,
Alright. Anything else in the room that I need to look at?
unless you want to get a closer look at all the torture implements.
Well, I think I'm good on that one.
So the guard then escorts you out.
And on the way, I'm just going, please get this bloody thing off. I was like scratching at the collar. It's really chafing right now.
He waits till you're well out of range of the prison to do so.
Yeah.
Can you see the other room? Yaffy.
Yep. I can see it. You need me to move around to prove it?
No, as long as I know you can see it.
Yep, I can see it.
And guard goes back to post. The masked one looks at you, Ray Ray, and says, "We have delivered to you your yak."
Oh my.
And before you get any further, we're gonna go over to Win.
Yeah, contemplating some things. Ooh, wow. Okay, what's going on?
So, they just took Biaffi. There was none of the screaming that was happening last time you saw a couple people being taken.
Mm-hmm.
But he is currently no longer with you. And you can't see where he went. What are you going to attempt?
I'm going to look at the guards and say, "Can you please tell me where they're taking my friend?"
The guards continue to ignore you. They seem pretty dead set on not speaking with what they see as a dead man.
I just need.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just need to know if he's okay.
Again, no response.
Can I search the room for anything?
You see the signs that somebody attempted to get out, to the point that there are dried bloodstains on the wall where they have rubbed their hooves ragged.
No sign of an escape?
No sign of an actual escape.
I'm just gonna look at the bloodstains and say, "No way I'm getting out that way." Well... I'm gonna sit down and just say, "Damn, I'm really thinking about this because this could make it worse." I'm gonna say it anyway.
Say what?
Damn it, I'm so hesitant. I'm gonna say, maybe Nightmare Moon is... Maybe she's right. Maybe Celestia isn't the best if she can't save me here. No, what am I saying? No. I'm just gonna go over here and actually lay down, and that's it.
Okay.
I can't break through.
Can't do what you've never tried. Anywho, since you said that's all you're gonna do.
Yep.
Ray, you have received the yak.
Has the yak received their gear?
Yes.
Their items?
Their equipment was returned to him. Yes.
Yippee.
Every single thing was returned to me.
Yes.
Okay.
Your equipment was not burned yet because you hadn't died yet.
Then, let me ask this, Your Majesty. I'm asking for grace, of course. My companions are more attached to the Pegasus than I am. Would you allow them a chance to say goodbye?
The Master One looks back at Nightmare Moon, who she stands there for a moment, thoughtful, before saying, "We are merciful. We will allow this."
Thank you. I turn to my companions. You guys want to go say goodbye? Go ahead.
Oh, yes, that would be wonderful. I've traveled with him for a while, not as long as everyone else, but just the opportunity to say goodbye would be wonderful. Thank you.
Okay. So, who all is planning to go say goodbye?
I am not.
I will.
So we got Biafi, we got Naomi. Is Quarrel going? Oh, there's a lack of Quarrel.
Yeah, I think Quarrel's been having trouble with Discord because there's been a lot of back and forth.
No, like she's not actually in the Discord.
I know, that's what I mean. There's been a lot of in and out of the call.
Let me,
Earlier, I got out of the call and put into a different call on this server, so I don't know what that was about.
What?
Cameo's typing in the Roll20 chat. I see. Oh dear. Just explain everything on the way. Are you gonna come and say goodbye to him or no?
How did you... I'm still trying to figure out how you got moved to a different chat, Nez. Okay.
Wizardry, I guess.
Cameo.
Yeah, that was weird.
Just
I heard
okay, so you understand what's going
Coral
on?
is just confused as shit. Doesn't know what anything is going on. She's been confused this whole time.
So, are you going with Naomi and Biafi to say goodbye?
It's Discord. It's
Going at the moment?
literally a thing with Discord.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. Discord's been weird.
Did you hear what I asked? Hello? Oh dear.
Babe, can you hear us?
I can hear y'all. Apparently, though, my voice is loud as shit.
Mm.
So when I'm having you guys as background fodder in the stream to keep up, it fucking blasted me with my own voice. By the time we got to that point of the stream.
Oh, so you were deafening yourself.
Yes!
Are you going to go with Biafi and
Yeah,
Okay.
Excellent.
she's gonna be confused the whole time. Where's she going?
Okay. So this one does not have grids because it was just easier to set it up that way. Oh, Ray and Melrose are staying in the other room.
Melrose, you don't want to say goodbye.
Nameless. Well, let them finish whatever they're gonna say.
I specifically said I did, but I don't think he heard me.
Oh. I guess he's coming too, huh?
The whole gang's here. Ba, ba, ba,
Oh wait,
ba, ba.
Mel is also going?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I keep hearing
No, they
didn't,
all tied together.
so
Does this other room have a toilet in it? Oh, that's fancy. That's really fancy.
You
and
didn't even get to follow the toilet.
just
Like,
just to verify, Ray is staying in the courtroom.
Of course.
Okay.
Can I just say I can't see anything anymore? Something happened.
You should be seeing what's on the other map, but it may.
No, like it messed up before you sent me to the other map too, and I can't. I don't know what happened. I think the token broke.
Try refreshing and let me know.
Okay.
I don't know why Biafi is so fucking tiny.
he shrunk.
He's just a little guy. He's a little
I shrank in the wash, yeah.
Tiny.
Somebody gave Biafi a bath, so he shrank. Okay. Let me grab the cards.
Bless you, I think.
No, that was a cough, but
Oh.
good enough. Good lord.
She tall.
Oh,
This one,
Big
yep,
girl.
that one's gonna do it too.
He's a big boy.
Okay. So
dang, someone's
these
been
two
here.
lead you down this way.
Hold on, Nameless. Before we got here, I was telling them all on the way just about what I saw up in the other room, you know?
Are you telling them?
Before we got to the prison. Just in hushed tones and just like filling them in, just like I saw Luna. She's in there. I think that's what's at the center of this. And just like really quietly whispering in their ear.
Okay. So you guys, the guards are down here, the ones that you're following. Mel, have you figured out your problems?
It's working now. I just toppled it. Yeah.
I don't get it. No one explained to me what a vampire even is.
Yaffy?
Biafi is fully dressed now, by the way.
Oh. I'm gonna take a look at Biafi and see the others in my vision. Oh. I see. So
What even is a vampire? What did you become? How the hell did you do it? Why did you do it? What the fuck?
All the question.
I just raised my hooks and I just
Immediately.
I just raised my hooves. I didn't say anything. I promised.
I'm guessing, judging by you guys being on the other side of the cell, this is it for me, isn't it?
Yeah, you're dead, but they're gonna kill you again. So like, is it like a ghost thing? Like I've dealt with ghosts; those things are terrifying. But you're not a ghost. You're fleshy. I poked you before. Like what happened here?
Ghost? What? No, I'm alive.
But they said you were dead, or you, and then they have to kill you again. But I don't get it. No one's explaining shit to me.
The one of these guards just says the word is undead, not dead.
Undead. But isn't that just alive? If you're not.
All four of the guards shake their head no.
I'm looking at my hands. Looks at them. Looking at my hands. I don't get it.
It's Biafi, can you explain?
Well,
I'm confused.
I'm not entirely sure what's going on either. What exactly are you asking me to explain, by the way? Please tell me.
Wynn does not know that they are undead.
You know about the vampire shit, though.
Well, listen, judging from what everyone else has said, the vampire thing, that means you're undead. Which means you're sort of dead, but not quite dead. I actually read a story about this once. It was about, it was about a yak and a goose. And the goose was dead, but then the goose was not dead, and then it was kind of wandering around being loud and noisy. And I don't really remember the details, but the point is, if you're undead, you're not quite dead, but you're also not quite alive. If you're knowing what I'm saying.
I'm not dead or alive.
You're kind of in between both, so you're sort of neither.
See. And I'm taking it that these guys don't like that, do they?
That would be an understatement.
I look at Biafi. I look at Biafi's eyes. Look into his eyes, you know?
The vampire,
Or a
I
choice
was
of
dead.
words. Biafi, how long do I have?
That I don't know. But I don't know.
I see.
I kind of look at Phoenix and just like, do you know?
I think they normally wait a day for an execution, but because he's also a vampire, they might want to get rid of him sooner.
Great.
Huh.
Yeah. And there's no way out of this, huh?
I think
Why
not.
did you even do this in the first place? How stupid you gotta be!
I had to do what I had to protect you guys.
Did you really? Look me in the eye. Biafi, can you move a bit? Yeah, please.
Sure.
Look me in the eye. Straight to the eyes.
I look at Coral's eyes.
And tell me what the fuck went through your brain.
Why does your character look like they're just glaring at me?
That is what they are. The amount of judgment is on you.
Coral, if I didn't do that, me and Naomi would have died in the maze.
Naomi dies a lot in the maze, but she always comes back. And you would have came back.
I
You didn't need to turn into a vampire!
I don't think it's it's not that simple. But yeah,
Glaring intensifies.
the way when we came back, when I came back anyway, let's just say it was luck.
And you couldn't luck your way out without turning into a vampire? Like, what the hell?
Luck runs out.
Well, I mean, clearly you're gonna die.
Yeah.
This is like, you're gonna die squared, man. I think that's the thing.
Squared?
Because you're already dead, so you're gonna be dead again. But like extra this time, and you're not gonna be able to come back.
I see. Yeah.
Unless you're like having like piety with a god or something. And honestly, with you being so stupid, I think that's probably why you lost all your luck. You probably lost all your piety too.
Well, you know, I'm gonna miss you, Coral. Try not to get killed out there.
Excuse me? I'm a vampire to get the fuck out of a maze! I got out! I'm on my way through!
Yeah,
What makes you think I'm gonna be dying? Like, what?
not today. Just be careful, okay?
I'm not the one that's supposed to be saying that to! Before this, you should have looked in the mirror and say it to yourself!
Can I even
Actually,
see
is
myself
there
in the
a
mirror?
in there?
Can I even see
Wait, what?
myself in the mirror?
Yes.
Like, okay, so it's not that
There-
kind of vampire.
It's not that kind of vampire. And I don't even think that
Okay.
shows up in later transformations for this.
Okay. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Just Biafi, Coral. Protect the others, okay? Make sure they don't die. Especially you, Biafi.
I swear, if you turn into a ghost, I'm gonna throw you with something. I don't know what, but I'll throw you with something. I do not like ghosts. Do not
But you
become a
can't-
ghost. You
but you
already
can't-
became a vampire. I barely know what that is. But don't you dare become a ghost.
But you can't hurt a ghost. I'll try not to become a ghost.
I'll throw you with something.
Audible confusion.
If that something has to be another person, I will throw you with something.
I like how it's not, I'll throw something at you, I will throw you at something.
The sheer force of will.
Well, let me talk to Biafi.
No,
Please, Coral.
no. Biafi, we're leaving. I grab on Biafi's tail. Come on, we're leaving. I'm angry. Let's
Just
go.
for one moment, alright?
No,
Just-
we're leaving now.
For one
No.
second. This is maybe the last time I ever get to talk to him, Porter, please. Just this one time.
Fine, but I'm not letting go of your tail.
Okay, that's fine. Alright. What does it want?
We had a good run. Well, I had a good. We had a run.
We had a. I had a run.
When I lay my life out in front of me, I see that it was alive.
I suppose we have, huh?
Yeah. I still remember when you first showed up at that. What was it? Tavern, I think.
It was an alleyway, wasn't it? I think I crashed into you, wasn't it?
It's been a long time. But Biafi, that's beside the point. Take care of the others and protect them, please.
I'll do what I can.
And
Alright.
when you get a chance, and you find, and I'm gonna do my best to try to actually hide this from the guards, Nameless. When you get a chance, find and save the princess that's in trouble.
I don't even want to respond to that in character because that sounds like treason.
I said the princess. That could be literally anyone. So technically, it's not considered treason because I never actually said what
The
princess.
only ruler is Nightmare Moon. There is literally no one that falls under
And she is a
Princess Ix. Yeah.
queen. There are no
Oh.
And she is
Wait, is that the timeline
only
here?
known.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
I
because
can
Win-
hear the collective facepalm from the rest of the party.
That's okay because Win wouldn't even know that anyway. To be
Okay.
honest.
Just keep it in character, as it were.
Yeah.
Unintentionally.
Just save everyone you can. Everyone you come across. Okay? Do your thing. And remember, you're a good leader. This isn't your fault.
That means a lot coming from you. I'll do what you say. I'll take care of everyone
Okay.
as best I can.
You should probably get going now. Pretty sure these guards are gonna get irritated if we stay any longer.
I think you're right. Alright. Let's go.
Are you guys gonna do anything else in the dungeon while you're there, or are you just leaving?
I have stuff to say to Wind.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Phoenix. How's it going?
Would be better.
Yeah,
Um,
these aren't the best circumstances.
Do you have anything you'd like carried over to any loved ones you may have? She takes out a piece of paper and her magic-y quill thing.
You know, the funny thing is, I don't remember my loved ones. So, no. I guess not.
Also, if Wynn doesn't actually have anything right now, it was all taken from them.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, in that case, thank you for protecting us.
Yep. It was fun. Okay, it was terrifying, but it was something.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
Backs away quietly.
So is everybody leaving, or what is...
Yeah.
Party consensus?
Mhm.
Coral, Yoshi. Did Discord die for y'all again?
Yeah, we gotta go. There's nothing I can do right now.
Okay.
I need a little bit of space to do what I need to do.
So you guys should be back in the courtroom now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ray, Do you have anything else that you plan to say?
No.
Okay. In that case, I am going to put you guys... You concluded your discussion with the Queen and her court, and I'm putting you guys back in here. Helps if I also click on the map. So, I think now is a good time. Oh, let me put Balfi back in the tavern as well. Okay, everything's good. I think now is a good time to put a pin in it. We've been going for about 3 hours? Yeah, 3 hours.
Yep, a little bit more than 3 hours. 3 hours and 15 minutes.
For those of you that may or may not still be watching, if you like that, would like to see more of it, be sure to check out the links in the description, as well as like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and if you want to show further support to the channel, don't forget there's the Discord, which is, of course, free to enter. There is a part of it that is also Patreon only, which, speaking of the Patreon, gives you access to all of my Patreon rewards, including, but not limited to, the ability to sit in on some of the stages that I do for the podcast if you go in at the $5 tier. And the $10 tier and up, get their name read at the end. Big thank you to my Priest tier patrons, Cameo Shadowness, Trailblazer, Scarmex, and Ice Crystal. Other than that, if you guys, I'll see you guys again next week. Friday we will have an Alicorn Discusses. Other than that, everybody have a great weekend, and don't forget to drink water.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
See ya.
Hydrate or hydrate.
Don't be like wind. Don't choose dihydrate.
Wait, what?